Well. After reporting that Gabriel Jesus is undergoing a medical at London Colney at Arsenal in there for you. For those that don't know London Colney, it's where Arsenal trains from, and it's where everything that runs the administration of Arsenal really resides. The offices, the hospital, the training ground, where the academy really trains from. Everything that really runs the club of Arsenal really is at London Colney. And people might think that it's at the Emirates. No, there is a very big difference between the Emirates and London Colney. Emirates is where is the stadium that Arsenal plays all its games from, but London Colney is where the training takes place in there for you. The medicals and unveiling all the Arsenal players really takes place in there for you. So today, Edu Gospa, once a Ghana, he's an invisible, has welcomed Gabriel Jesus at London Colney in there for you, and the story has been really broken by the Sun. The Sun have really broken the story of Gabriel Jesus arriving at London Colney to undergo his medical at Arsenal in there for you. We want 1,000 likes for this video. 1,000 likes for this video because it's one of those most waited for players at Arsenal, and he has arrived finally today. Edu Gospa, fellow Brazilian, has really welcomed him, and we have the photos right here on your screen, and let's roll them to see to it that you guys really enjoy them. That is Gabriel Jesus getting out of that black van. You know, it always transports those Arsenal players to London Colney. Gabriel Jesus all dressed in black and doing the needful to talk to Edu Gospa in there for you. That is Gabriel Jesus getting out of the car, and Edu eagerly waiting for him to really give him a hug that shows welcome to Arsenal. Finally, they hug, as you see them there. Edu Gospa hugged Gabriel Jesus in there for you, as you see on your screen, as we're bringing you these slides in there for you. And then Gabriel Jesus telling him what next now, and they really march out to the hospital where Gabriel Jesus is undergoing the medical at London Colney in there for you. So I think Arsenal fans are really so much hyped up for this deal. It's happening, and the announcement is going to happen either today evening or tomorrow or Thursday. My information tells me that this signing is not exceeding Thursday, the announcement, because you never know, even by the end of this week, Lisandro Martinez to Arsenal, it might come in as a here we go from Fabrizio Romano in there for you. But Gabriel Jesus is at London Colney and undergoing his medical, and you're going to come back here and tell you what the results have come out from the medical that Arsenal has taken off. But 100% sure it's going to be positive, because he's an active footballer. He has been playing football for a very long time at a side which goes by the names of Man City, and he has never gotten any complications in his health while playing, like the likes of Sergio Aguero. You look at Ericsson, who really got a cardiac arrest during the Euros, and he went to Brentford, and now United are really chasing for him. But his career was in the lifeline, because you never knew that he was getting ready to come back and play this beautiful game of football in there for you. But Gabriel Jesus is at Arsenal and London Colney and going on to do the needful in there for you. When you look at the Sun, they've come out and told us that Gabriel Jesus has hugged Arsenal director Edu as he arrives at hospital for medical ahead of £45 million in there for you. And Gabriel Jesus arrived and Edu welcomed him, and they've already agreed personal terms. You know that 5-year deal is going to be signed in there for you. But this is something you need to know in there for you. He's quitting City for regular team football. That's the reason as to why Gabriel Jesus is coming in at Arsenal, because he wants regular team football. And this is the only way he is really going to get himself back to where he is supposed to be. Because when you look at people in Brazil, by the time he was at Palmeiras, before he came in at Man City, they thought they had got a replacement of Ronaldo de Lima. For those that don't know Ronaldo de Lima, he's one of the best center forwards I've seen in this era. For the past 3 decades, he is one of the best center forwards I've seen into this era. When you look at, he's a combination of Ronaldinho, Messi. Who else do you talk about? Ronaldo right now. Every player you've seen do anything on the field of play, you get all that, he could do it singly. That is Dalima for you. To me, he's my best ever center forward. He was a complete striker. One-on-ones was good. He could take on players. He had the strength. The physicality was way up there. His technical abilities were so much high. He was press resistant and he was a good finisher. You get? So combine Lewandowski, Robin van Persie, Messi, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. He was a 2-in-1. Everything you know that those people have talked about could do on the ball, this gentleman could do it in there for you. But Gabriel Jesus comes in at Arsenal for first team football, regular football in there for you, because at Man City he was considered to be as a bench player. He waited until Kun Aguero could leave, such that he really regained his crown at Man City. But that wasn't the case. Being there waiting him to be there for the crown, guess what happens? They bring in Erling Haaland. And Erling Haaland is one of the hottest assets in modern football. So you cannot compete with such a player in there for you. So Jesus beamed with joy as he embraced Edu upon the arrival. You've seen the photos in there for you. And he becomes Arsenal's fourth signing after Marquinhos, Fabio Vieira and Matt Turner. Marquinhos from Brazil, Fabio Vieira from Portugal, Matt Turner from US America as a second choice goalkeeper in there for you that is going to come in here and do the needful. Then who is Gabriel Jesus replacing at Arsenal? He's replacing Alexandre Lacazette, you get, as the Ghana's most senior striker, who left on a free for Lyon. And remember, in January, they really sent or parted ways with Aubameyang, who Mikel Arteta had thrown under the bus at the beginning of December in there for you. Now we look at Gabriel Jesus. He has scored 95 goals in 236 appearances for Man City after arriving at the club in 2017. Remember, they bought him at £27 million from Palmeiras in Brazil, and now they've made a profit of £18 million from his sale to a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. Now, Gabriel Jesus is going to come in at Arsenal and compete with Edin Ketia. Remember, he is an academic graduate from Arsenal in there for you, and he is here also to stay in there for you. He has just penned an international. He has just penned a new contract that will see him earn £100,000 a week in there for you. So Gabriel Jesus in the previous season, there is something I want to bring on your screen such that you know who Arsenal has brought at London Colney in there for you, because he's really a very good striker that none of us is really going to underrate. No one can underrate this lad. I've seen very many people coming out to raise stories of underration to this guy, but you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. He's really a very good striker, and he's being judged for not scoring 20 goals in the Premier League. But ask yourself, when has Arsenal ever really given him a mantle to go ahead? Sorry, when did Man City ever give him a mantle to go ahead and lead the line for close to a full season? So he comes in at Arsenal to unleash his forgotten full potential. That's why he's coming in at Arsenal. And when you look at the numbers of Gabriel Jesus in the Prem, the last season, 2021-2022 starts, he made 28 appearances. You get? Successful passes were 627, not bad. 8 goals scored, 8 assists. So in 28 games, he made 16 goal involvations. He was involved in 16 goals. That is Gabriel Jesus for you. 44 shots and 25 shots on target. You get? Meaning 19 of the shots he did were not on target, but 44 shots were on target for Gabriel Jesus in there for side which goes by names of Arsenal. So welcome him at Arsenal in there for you, because he's here to do the needful and really see Arsenal go to the next level in there for you. So we wait and see. I will believe that Arsenal are really going to unleash the full potential of Gabriel Jesus, because creation is not going to be a problem at Arsenal. Look at my best player at Arsenal. I don't support Arsenal, but my best player at Arsenal was Martin Odegaard. I 100% believe that Odegaard wouldn't have registered only 4 assists in the Prem. The reason as to why he registered only 4 assists in the Prem was that he had no striker to make those runs that would enable him release that striker. But right now, Odegaard has a striker in the names of Gabriel Jesus. His runs off the balls are so much good. He's going to be creating space, and they're really going to do those interplays in there for you. 1-2 passing, expect that a lot between Martin Odegaard and the player who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus in there for you. Now, let's go in and talk about a man who has been so lost in the news, who goes by the names of Tielemans in there for you. A story has come in from from Team News, they're saying on Tielemans, Arsenal are confident about signing him. They think it's one they can leave and come back towards the end of the window. The fee Arsenal are talking about and the fee Leicester want isn't a million miles apart. So there is a very good chance in there for Arsenal to sign in Yuri Tielemans. So very many Arsenal fans were asking themselves why Arsenal are not out in the so much out of the news as far as Tielemans is concerned in the FNU. But they do believe that it's a deal they can go in, they can go back and find. But there are deals that cannot wait. Gabriel Jesus was so much looked at by teams like Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, Juventus, and Real Madrid. So if at all they never came in hurry enough to get him, he would have gone elsewhere because he wanted to really secure his future early enough. Rafinha, whom they are chasing right now, Barcelona, Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea are really chasing for his signature. And you never know, Newcastle is also saying that we want Rafinha at our club. The other player who goes by the name of Lisandro Martinez that is being chased by Arsenal, Manchester United is also in need of him. And there is so much fear at Arsenal that Lisandro Martinez is being interested in by a manager who managed him way back, and that was the previous season, who goes by the name of Eric Ten Hag. So a lot of fear is in Arsenal. That's why they really feel like we can get back to the Tielemans deal. And even if Tielemans goes to another team, there are very many other central midfielders that Arsenal can go on and get. Rabiot is there. Philip Melo is there. There is one I've seen they are targeting who is playing at Reims in France. Even PSG is in need of him. There is Ruben Neves. There is a plenty of such central midfielders that are coming at Arsenal at a cheaper price. That's why they really feel like there is talent that is on the market that everyone is chasing for, and that makes Arsenal a very good team. If at all you go in and get in a player that every team is wanting, that means that player is right. The moment you go in and bring in a player and not him is in need of him, that means you've not made a proper signing. Though otherwise it can really come out and pay out on the field of play, but it doesn't show that you're a big team. A big team goes all out for a player that many other teams are really chasing for. That's what Arsenal should know. So that's why Tielemans' deal is on a hold, because it is really not as important as these other... Sorry about that. It's not important as these other deals are important in there for you. Charles Watts, a correspondent for Goal, has come out and said Arsenal are waiting a response after submitting a second offer for Lisandro Martinez that Ajax are currently mulling over. Goal has been told by sources close to the player that the second bid is believed to total around £35 million or 40 million euros plus bonuses. Therefore, so Arsenal has come out and really put up an offer on table: 40 million euros plus 10 million euros add-ons, amounting to the 50 realistic price that Ajax believe the player is valued in. Now, Arsenal are really waiting for the response in there for you, and they are keenly waiting for Ajax because they made a second bid. The first one was rejected. They've made a second one, and they're waiting for the feedback from a side which goes by the names of Ajax. He continued to say that Lisandro Martinez, whilst remaining appreciative of Ajax, is understood to begin on a move to the Premier League this summer and is awaiting news of Ajax's response to Arsenal's improved bid. This is everywhere. He wants to play in the Premier League. It's a battle between Manchester United and Arsenal. Who is winning it as it stands? If Ajax appreciates the bid between them and Arsenal, Lisandro Martinez is coming to a side which goes by names of Arsenal. But there is a story I've really gone ahead to read today that Manchester United has gone ahead and told Ajax, please and please, get us Lisandro Martinez. Wait for us until Thursday. We get done with the De Jongo deal. After get done with the De Jongo deal, we are going to come out and make a bid, and we are really going to make you happy. Don't sell that player to Arsenal. Can you imagine? Where in the world will you ever imagine that United is pleading for Ajax not to sell a player to Arsenal? Where in the world has Arsenal beat United when it comes to money in the transfer window? This is how far United has fallen, and who has really made United fall to this level? It's the Glazers. It's the Glazers. Get in the money. Get in the money and pay out to a side which goes by names of Ajax if at all you need a player. And by now, I don't support Arsenal, but Arsenal first come, first serve. If I'm Ajax, I don't listen to the plea of United. It's first come, first serve. If Arsenal has put up a deal or an offer that satisfies Ajax, give the player green lights to go on and really do the medical at Arsenal and do the rest, because United are jokers. There are a bunch of jokers at United. That's what I think Ajax should do. They shouldn't listen to the pleading language of Manchester United in there for you. Then Ghana bloggers come out and said, as well as Lisandro Martinez, Arsenal are simultaneously working on a deal to sign Rafinha from Leeds, as well as completing the signing of Gabriel Jesus, with a medical for the Man City striker expected to take in there for you. So Arsenal is working on multiple deals. I really like the speed. The agile of Arsenal they're using to get in these players is out of this world. And I've told a friend here, I was going to do this, so I told him, please, I'm jealous about Arsenal. I'm envious. Things they are doing, this is what United should be doing. But it's not United doing them, it's Arsenal. And it hurts always to come out and really do such stories about a team that is your rival, you get, when you are not doing business. You get? Arsenal fans are everywhere shouting at everyone that we are going to win the trophy. All right, I really 100% admit that the signings they are making are trophy-winning signings. If Arsenal managed to gather 68 points last season, when they had only 11 men fit to be their squad, how is it going to be when they really add on close to 6 or 7 signings? Because Arteta demanded for 7 signings. 7 signings. And as we speak now, 4 are in. 3 to go in the names of Lisandro Martinez, Tielemans, and Rafinha. If Arsenal adds in all that quality to its squad, don't they think they are right to go in and claim for the trophy? Because they're going to be a different team altogether. Mikel Arteta is a manager who's come out and proven that all the signings he makes really come out and really portray what he really wants. And then Ghana block continued to say that Arsenal would likely Lisandro Martinez to join the defensive block. Ajax's left-sided centre-back would add more depth. That's true, because when Magalhaes was injured, Arsenal never had someone to play well onto that left side of the central defense. Ben White can't. He plays well on the right side of the central defense. Quote me right. Rob Holding can't. He also plays well on the right-hand side of the central defense. He cannot come in and play into the left-hand side of the central defense. So that's why they need in a left-sided defender to come and play on the left side of the central defense. Arsenal believe he could also provide an interesting option at left back. Martinez can also offer central mid cover up here. He's a central midfielder, can play there very well. If at all you watched Derek Blair at Manchester United, all what he offered at Manchester United, Lisandro Martinez can come in and offer it at Arsenal. So these are utility players, and he comes in at Arsenal as a Ben White who is left-footed, because Ben White is right-footed, but he can play the central defense, he can play on right back, and he can play as a central midfielder. That is Ben White for you in there at the side, which goes by names of Arsenal. So guys, thank you for watching in, and that's an update we had for you. Those that have just joined us, allow me bring you back the photos of Gabriel Jesus arriving at Colney, throwing in hugs with a man who goes by the names of Edu Gospa, the technical director of Arsenal, who is really doing an amazing job. He's doing an amazing job at Arsenal. That's Gabriel Jesus. That's Gabriel Jesus and Edu. And there you go. Gabriel Jesus all smiles for coming at Arsenal, because his fellow Brazilian has convinced him that everything you want is here at London Colney in there for you. So your reactions are welcome into the comment section below about Gabriel Jesus arriving at the side which goes by names of London Colney to undergo his medical. And I know Fabrizio Romano in the next 2-3 hours is going to give us an update of whether Gabriel Jesus has passed the medical or not. But I'm 100% sure Gabriel Jesus is going to pass the medical, because he has not been having any healthy problems in his life in here onto Rokani Media Football. I remain Rokani David onto this channel. Endeavor to smash the like button. I want to see 1,000 likes on this video, because it's one of those that you're going to keep watching. And even after 3 years, when Gabriel is still at Arsenal, you'll always want to know how Edu welcomed Jesus at London Colney to undergo his medical in there, isn't it? Am I talking something that is right? Hope I'm speaking directly to you, and the message is going directly into the ears, and this is music to your ears, because Gabriel Jesus is the most anticipated signing that Arsenal fans were really waiting for. Then remember, this story was broken by David Austin way back in March that Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal is on. Fabrizio Romano broke that of Rafinha on 31st March to Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus, done deal. Lisandro Martinez and Tielemans next. A sign out for now. See you later.